Hello, I'm Dr. Harold Wong, and today I want to cover the contents of an article that was published January 4th, 2012 in the Arizona Republic. And the topic of the article is, do Americans use a financial planner, and if so, what's important and what's valuable to you about them? Well, there was a recent study, and it surveyed Americans aged 25 to 70 with family incomes of at least $50,000. It turns out that 70% of Americans do not use a financial planner. 30% do. But even among the 30% that do use a financial planner, only 27% of them trust the financial industry. And that's no surprise after Bernie Madoff, after Enron. If you remember during the dot-com bust, even Martha Stewart went to jail for insider stock trading. Let's analyze the results of the study. What was important to the 30% and why they worked with their particular financial planner. The number one factor was a personal relationship. Second factor was good service. But only at the bottom was knowledge, honesty, and good advice. And sad to say, in my book, these factors, knowledge, honesty, and good advice, these are the most important factors. And yet they weren't important to the 30% that use financial planners. Well, this explains why Americans get scammed so easily. Sure, you wouldn't work with someone unless you liked them, but the like is based on the personal relationship and good service, according to the survey. It's not based on knowledge, honesty, and good advice. Well, we know that the biggest crooks are the smoothest operators. Bernie Madoff got away with a multi-billion-dollar scam for 2 decades. Credibility? He was the chairman of the NASDAQ exchange. And so here's how you should check out your financial advisor. Google him. And yes, we have to thank Al Gore for inventing the internet. Google them and see, does it come up with anything else but Joe Jones with Merrill Lynch, or Susie Smith with Edward Jones with the address and phone number? What you really want to look at, do they have any publications? Because to be published in a reputable publication, you have to get by the editorial board, and they have to say, boy, this is valuable enough for our readers, for the 500,000 or so, for example, that read the Arizona Republic, the largest daily newspaper in Arizona. It's got to be valuable. Next, in your Google search, you want to find out, have they given a number of talks to reputable organizations? Because, again, to be on the program, whether it be a regional convention, a national convention, or even a monthly meeting of an established trade association or business group or investor group, the program committee has to consider that person to be valuable enough with their information so that they can take that valuable time in front of their members. So these are 2 things you need to check out. Third, you need to check out, do they have a traditional credential, CPA, lawyer, professor, or do they have one of these sort of self-serving industry credentials? Some are established, like the CFP, Certified Financial Planner, but if you talk about Certified Senior Advisor or Certified Senior Retirement Specialist, maybe all they had to do is go to the weekend seminar or a fee of seminars over a month, pay the fee, and they got that. So all I want to tell you is that if you use a financial planner, check them out very carefully, and most important is actually bottom line results. We've had 2 major crashes in the last 10 years. The 2001 to 2002 dot-com crash, and then we had the 2008 real estate bubble crash, when each time the stock market went down by about half or more. So here's the bottom line. Let's take a recent example. It's October of 07, the peak of the stock market. The low was March of 09. How much money did you lose? How much did your portfolio drop? And when it was dropping, I've talked to many people that said, I called my financial advisor, my financial planner, my stockbroker, and said, stop the loss, get me to safety. And you know what almost all of them told my clients or the people I met at my summers? They said, just hang in there, wait it out for the long run. Well, guess what? Over the last 13 years, most people have no more money in their stock portfolio than they did 13 years ago. That, to me, is not good advice. That's not straightforward advice, and that reflects a lack of knowledge on how to have risk reduction. At this point, we've had enough today. If you want to read more about that article and my other articles, go to drwonginvestorguide.com.